how are you doing? In this week video, I want to punch you with a very simple acronym, something that you cannot forget, and something that will be critical if you want to accelerate your career and really maximize your potential. If you want your career to go high, get some P.I.E. What I mean by that, P.I.E stands for performance, image, exposure. P.I.E. Everyone knows that in order to get promoted and get rewarded and salary increase and all that, you need to perform. That's a given. I'm not even gonna talk about that because yes, if you are not there yet performing, well, you should totally focus on your performance, okay? But that puts you on a long list of people that are doing a very good job. What really distinguishes you is if you focus on image and exposure. Image is basically what people think when they think of you. It's your personal brand, if you want. Will people think that you are reliable? Will people think that you are confident? Will people feel that you are competent? All of those adjectives are part of your personal brand, and so they create your image. When and how do you understand that you have an image problem? Sometimes the feedback is a little bit cryptic, and it often comes with words like, I'm not sure he has the right executive presence. When you hear something like that, you have an image problem and you need to work on your personal brand. Once you do that, you are going to accelerate your career tremendously. What about exposure then? Well, exposure is all connected with your visibility to senior leaders, special assignment, important projects. So the exposure that you get to the organization is also directly correlated with your sphere of influence. And so the bigger the project, the more important the project, the more people you touch, the more your exposure is growing. Again, how do you find out if you have a problem of exposure? Typically, that is hidden behind the word communication. If someone says that you need to improve your communication, they are talking about the fact that your visibility is not where it's supposed to be. And so, again, sometimes people don't tell you have an exposure problem, but it comes with words like communication or, visibility also is another one. It's not really visible, right? So those are the things that people will say that should make you realize you have an exposure problem. I want to also add here another little bit of a hint, because this is something that it's really the core of the work that I do with my clients. Performance is a matter of the brain. It's all here. Like, you need to know, typically for the jobs, let's say white collar jobs, it's your brain, right, that enables you to deliver a good result, a good performance. Image and exposure, guys, are all a matter of the heart. And what I mean by that is that sometimes people even know what they should do, but there is something in their heart that tells them to behave differently. A great example of this, exposure means often networking, right? Like, in order to get exposure, you network also, beside having important projects and all of that. You have no idea how many people out there know that they have to network, but they feel shy of doing it, and they are totally are an impasse because they don't know how to come across without being perceived pushy. They want to be by themselves. They don't know which type of value they would bring to a networking event, for example. So that's what I mean by the fact that exposure and image is a matter of the heart. And so in order to accelerate your career, what I've learned tremendously as a coach is that we need to make sure that you don't get stuck into all of these limiting belief and negative self thinking and all of that. And that's why I say image and exposure are a matter of the heart. I'm Simona Papalardo and I'm a coach. I help overworked and overwhelmed managers become authentic and confident people leaders who create success for themselves, their team, and their organization at large. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe go get some pie if you feel hungry after listening to me, but please don't forget performance, image, and exposure. Performance puts you on a long list of great people. Image and exposure is what distinguish you from everyone else. With that, I'll wait for you next week. Talk to you soon. Bye.